It's your boy, Yinka, back here again with another little video, little reaction. As I usually say, I'm not gonna talk anymore, so let's get into the video.
Regarding the inequity that I talked about with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, that is wealth that is passed down, and it's documentable wealth. The same way that the wealth created, or the wealth stolen as a product of slavery, was also documentable wealth. We have numbers that demonstrate precisely how much wealth was stolen, and that's money that in some way could be given back. Now, if we're saying that it's absolutely impossible to give that money back because it's too hard to trace, we'd have to give money to the African tribes, we'd have to give money to people who no longer exist. That's absolutely fine, but we have to understand that we haven't really come to terms with that injustice that's been perpetrated, and if we are admitting that no one is perfectly entitled to absolutely everything that their ancestors had stolen from them, then we also have to accept that there are people today who benefit from the fact that their parents and grandparents profited from this immoral system. And the way to deal with that is with a social safety net that enables everyone to thrive. I'll leave you there.
Now, the first thing I'm trying to say is,
first thing for me I want to say is I'm tired of you people trying to say every black people's oppressed and everything that happened in the past, you know, there should be reparations for what happened in the past, as if black people are the only one who are oppressed in this country or in the USA, which is where they are from. You need to realize black people have not been the only people who have been oppressed, and they came out of it. They're not the only people oppressed, and they need handouts from you people. And if you're so fervent in you having to give down to black people who you so-called believe your white people have stole from, why don't you start? How about you start and do that? That'll be a good start. You give to people, you know, the wealth that you have, because your ancestors must have taken that from black people in the past, right? So how about you, with all the stuff you stole from black people in the past, as you so-called claim, how about you start with yourself? That'll be a good starting point.
this is a hugely controversial principle because it actually involves wrecking the freedom of a free society. You basically have to put it frankly, if we were to carry that out, go into people's homes and take their stuff. Take their furniture, take their cars. You don't seem to have even the guts to do that. You don't have the moral self-confidence to do it yourself. It may be, if I am advocating a rule of social justice and I'm advocating it for the whole society, before I persuade everybody else, let's say I'm a Christian and I believe everybody should give 10% of their wealth to help the poor. And I go, you know what? The Bible says this, the Bible says that, everybody should give 10% of their wealth to help the poor. And somebody says, Dinesh, are you giving 10% of your wealth? And I'm like, actually no, but I did do some tutoring. And you go, wait a minute, aren't you advocating, aren't you saying that there is a moral duty to do this? Why don't you do it? Before you convince us, you do it. And you're like, I don't think I should do it because society is extremely complex, and I don't think I should do it unless everybody else does it. No.
The life of a liberal never want to take accountability for anything. They want everyone else to do the job that they so claim everyone they believe should do, but they don't do it. Why don't you do it? But you know, they don't want to do it. They just want to complain and let everyone else do the job that they don't want to do. That's all it is.
No. Either you believe in it and you do it. Once you've done it, you might impress us. And then you might convince the rest of us that our wealth is also ill-gotten. But you can't do it. And I'm not trying to indict everybody of hypocrisy. Only you. Because you're the one who said, I'm the beneficiary of illicit privilege. So you're a really good starting point, because I'm asking, if you're in possession of stolen goods, why aren't you willing to return them? So that's why fundamentally I see your charity. You know, during the Civil War, there was a guy who goes, I'm very happy to give, I've given 3 cousins to the war and I'm ready to sacrifice my wife's brother. That's basically your ethics. You're willing to have social justice if other people pay, but you're not willing to pay. So that's the problem. And that's the problem with the progressivism that marches behind social justice while protecting its own privileges. You know how you said, we all have to survive. Really? You have to be at Amherst to survive? You don't have to be at Amherst to survive. You have to be at Amherst to benefit. You have to be at Amherst because you're getting opportunities at this college that many other people are not getting. So if you say you believe in equal opportunity, you're a hypocrite because you are taking advantage of opportunities unavailable to others. But
that's true. That's true. Why don't you give up your position? Start with yourself. Be a man of your word. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, you know what? I should drop my position for the benefit of the black people, my ancestors, and I stole it from. Why don't you do that? That would be a good starting point. But as Dinesh said, you don't want to do that. You want everyone else to do the job that you so claim. I want everybody to give back. We need to have reparations for the black people. But we're not going to start with me, who keeps advocating for it. We want all of you. All of you should do it. But not me until you guys start doing it. It's just all babble. Babble, babble, babble. I think people should do this. I'm self-righteous, but I don't do what I say people should do. That's all it is. You're an evil person and you're a degenerate person. That's all it is.
But for you, this hypocrisy is fully justified because you are militating on behalf of the poor. But if you are against privilege, this college is privilege. So there's a glaring hypocrisy, and you will never turn your moral mirror on yourself to say, what am I doing about it? That's my point. For you, society should act before you do, to enforce your moral code.
And that's the sad thing about the liberals. They want, society to act their moral code before they even do it themselves. They want everyone else to do what they say they should do, but he won't do it himself. That's the sad and the sadness and the hypocrisy of most of the people that are liberals. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible. Comment down below. Let's get a discussion going down below. I'll reply to as many comments as possible. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at YinkaThatGuy. And I'm out.